Are you making it too hard for your customers to buy from you? Hello, my name is Rob Spence, the Managing Director of Paragon Sales Solutions. I'm also a sales trainer, sales coach, sales speaker, sales author, sales nerd. In this week's sales snippet, I want to talk about, I guess you can call it the customer experience, or ultimately the barriers that you may put up to stop your customers from buying from you. So the key word there, the customer experience, is it's a real hot word right now in business. Well, let's face it, it's always been a key word. It's been a beautiful word, but it sometimes gets a little lost, and sometimes people seem to forget about the customer experience. So the customer experience, what the hell am I talking about? So the customer experience is the journey that a customer will take to eventually buy from you, or to set up an account with you, or to ultimately be your customer. And some people make it very easy to become a customer. Let's look at a really great example. Let's look at Amazon. One thing that Amazon has done right, there's many things that Amazon has done right and wrong. However, one of the things that Amazon have done incredibly well is they've set up a strong customer experience. It is so easy to buy from Amazon. Nowadays, I can walk into a room and say, "Hey Alexa, order me a razor." Next day, there's a razor on my doorstep waiting for my next shave. "Hey Alexa, order me a light bulb." The customer experience is smooth. There's no issues, there's no barriers, and maybe to a degree that's why the high street is failing so much, because the customer experience of me ordering, when a light bulb pops, I can be sitting in front of the TV and I can order it on Amazon or any other website and it gets delivered to my door. My customer experience is smooth. Whereas if I go to a high street, I've got to drive there, I've got to park, I've got to actually talk to other human beings, I've got to walk behind slow people, all these barriers. So the point of this sales snippet is, are you putting barriers in place to stop your customer actually wanting to buy from you? And I'm going to share a really good example of this right now. So I know of a company who, to set up an account with, you need an account to buy from this company, which is fine. The setting up of an account is the biggest rigmarole known to mankind. It's as if they don't want people to buy from them. The salespeople will go through a process of trying to sell the products or services and the business to a customer. And the customer goes, "Great, yeah, this sounds amazing. This is exactly what I want." The next step is to send them an account form. Now, this account form is 5 pages long. And not only is it 5 pages long, it looks like a horrendously put together terms and conditions piece of paper with sections such as, "Don't fill this in if you want this, fill this in, blah, 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 skip to section 7, and it goes on for 5 pages. Not only that, the accompanying email that goes with that account form looks like the most scariest thing in the world, with warnings and big bold capital letters and really fierce, strong wording. And I look at it sometimes, I've seen it, and I think, Jesus, if I was a customer, I would not want to buy from this company. When it's so easy with technology these days to streamline that process, to do it online, to set up a little online capture form, or to maybe stagger out the account process, fill in this stage and next week you fill in that stage, whatever. There's so many things, and I've heard horror stories from this same company where customers have said, "I'm losing," in their exact words, the customer says, "I'm losing the will to live now because these forms are complicated, they keep getting sent back because something's been filled in wrong." So always think about this. Of course, sometimes the customer experience will be out of your hands. Sometimes there will be an accountant somewhere who wants this box ticking, or an operations person, or a lawyer, or whatever, making sure that all the logistics behind the background are set up perfectly. And listen, that's great, that's fine. But you as a sales professional, you as a business owner, you as a sales director, whoever you are, should have the power, should have the willingness to give that feedback to this person and say, "Oi, Mr. Accountant, look, I know you need to tick these boxes, but this is not the way to tick these boxes. This is not the way. Think of yourself as a customer. Make sure that everything for your customer experience is smooth. It's a beautiful, wonderful experience that when they want to buy from you, they can. There's no hurdles. It's easy, it's smooth, it's simple. So that when you've done all that hard work and gone, hey, Mr. Customer, buy from me, and Mr. or Mrs. Customer says, yeah, I want to buy from you. And then you go, oh, by the way, here's the Bible. Here you go. You just got to fill in all these books for me, and then you might be able to buy a £50 order. Ooh. So customer experience is crucial. Make sure it's smooth. Make sure it's easy for people to buy from you. And if it's not, put things into place or do legwork for your customer to make sure it is. Are there bits on this long account form that you can fill in? Yeah, it might take 20 minutes of your time, but are there bits that you can fill in? So all you have to say to your customer, just sign here for me, just tick this box, just do this kind of thing. So let me know, am I worrying too much about the customer experience? Should the customer just jump over every hurdle? Or am I right? Should the customer just be pushed along this beautiful transaction with no issues, no bugs, no stress? I don't know. Let me know. My email address is at the bottom here, rob@paragonsalesolutions.co.uk. Thank you so much for watching this week's Sales Snippet, and until next week, all the best.